at any program, all right, to have the most accomplished player that's ever walked through these doors come back and want to spend a day with you. A day. A day. A guy that's done what, hey man, everybody in this room wants to go play in the NFL. He did it for 11 years. Okay? And he didn't come for a day. Man, he flew up here to spend 3 days with us. 3 days. Receivers. How much better have we gotten in the 2 days he's been here with us so far? It's crazy, right? Seeing the changes. Just, hey, I almost put the one rep from earlier in, okay? Just based on what he was talking to Will with. Hey, man, you got to threaten with your shoulders and your speed. You got to make it look like you're running deep every time. Malik, where you at? We talked about that right after it happened, didn't we? Malik was like, man, that was changed. That was different, right? That was different. And then Coach Daniels was able to come coach Malik up and say, hey, that's why we got to be patient. All right? That's what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And the beautiful thing about it is, not only has he been unbelievably supportive of us, okay, of our staff, of our team, all right, but the beautiful thing about it is this is how friendships are made. All right? After 2 days already, I would consider Dave Washington to be a friend. All right? He's been a supporter. But man, coming and spending time with us, that's awesome. Let's read some of these. Toledo native, okay, Tiffin University graduate. That's what we all need to do. That's goal number 1. All right? Undrafted in 2005. You guys know how hard it is to make it as an undrafted free agent. 2-time Super Bowl champ. 2-time. Hey, first catch of his career, AFCA championship game. First catch of his career, AFCA championship game against the Broncos, right?
Yes, sir.
Man, right? Right before the Super Bowl. Okay? All right, 2-time Super Bowl champ. Titans team captain. Of all the things that you can do to be a captain of a team, to wear the C on your chest in the NFL, from here, that's crazy. 11 years, 458 receptions, 6,954 yards, 44 TDs. Man, right? Man. Okay, now this is where it gets crazy. I was reading through, I was collecting pieces from different bios here. Okay, all right, here's the deal. Through 2013, he was ranked first among all NFL wide receivers in consecutive games played with 128. All active wide receivers, the most consecutive games played from Tiffin University. Okay? Also was ranked 3rd at that time among all active undrafted NFL players in career receiving yards. Wes Welker and Antonio Gates were the other 2. That's good company, right? That's good company, right? Okay? Only Tiffin University student to ever have their jersey retired. The only one. In our athletics department history, the only one. The only one. Okay? Most decorated TU football player of all time. Seven TU all-time records. Got the most receptions in a career, most reception yards in a season. I mean, the list goes on. 299 yards in a game. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? That's pretty crazy. So, hey, as we read all these things, okay, I know I might be making Nate a little uncomfortable back there, okay, talking so many accolades, but here's the deal. Of all of those things, you guys have been around. The humility to come and approach this thing like he has, and put his cleats on, and go out there and coach, okay, and go out there and help you all get better, man, that means something to me. And I know it means something to you. So let's give him a freaking heck of an introduction here.
Fellas, man, I want to say how much it is an honor and privilege for me to have this opportunity, not only to spend these couple of days with y'all, but to also speak to y'all in a kind of a masses. You know, I know a lot of you guys have had questions, aspirations about the next level and all of those things, so hopefully during this conversation tonight, some of them questions can be answered. I also really want to thank Coach Akins, man, because I agree. I now treat this situation like a friendship with many of these coaches back here. You know, I think we've kind of built a bond over these couple of days, although they've been short. That, you know, y'all see me around. Hopefully y'all holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? But this is all in itself has been a tremendous honor. I'm gonna be honest. I got some tissue. The older I get, man, the more emotional I get about speaking about this because I realized how much football changed my life. It means that much to me. It fed my children. It gave me the opportunity to come highlight y'all in this manner. Not just to see y'all bump into y'all in the grocery store and say, oh yeah, I went to Tiffin too. But to have this stage, it did that much to me. So if I cry, if I cuss, my bad, give me a second. I mean no harm, but I just wanted to talk to you guys tonight and first address, to be honest with you, man, as much as this is about a brotherhood and as much as this is about a family, this ain't for everybody. It's not. It separates men from boys. This literally separates crybabies from perseverance. It is a shadow in your room that you can't get away from. Even in the dark, you cannot get away from this shadow. It walks with you to class. Even when you chilling with your little shorty and you talking to her, it's still sitting right there. It's itching at you. And for everybody, it's not the same. So for those that it does not hit like that, you have to understand, just because it's not football don't mean you don't go on to excel and be great in whatever it is the next journey is. I will say that the lessons, the dedication, the loyalty, the hard work that you learn here in football will propel you in whatever it is that you choose. I had an opportunity to speak to the team a couple years ago, and there was a young man in the crowd named Tony Shedd. He carried that message with him, and today, his football journey didn't continue after Tiffin, but today, he's now like a celebrity painter. And he works with every celebrity you could possibly think of. One of the dopest painters that I've seen. Myself, I've bought 4 projects from him now. He's painted a portrait of my mother, my lady, my children, and that's how good he is. And he's thriving. 2 kids, a wife. And he texted me the other day and he said he appreciated hearing the words and say, listen, I get it. You wanted this shit to happen, but it just didn't happen for you. That don't mean it's over. But in the same retrospect, we flipped the coin, and I will tell you now, being all that we're officially dragons together, I planned on telling you guys my story about how I actually got here. So, I grew up on the west side of Toledo, single parent home. My mother was my everything. She was the one that actually introduced me to football. After conversation of trying to get my father to take me to practice and those things, he didn't show up. So my mother jumped out the car, went and introduced herself to the coaches, and that's how I started playing as a kid. I started playing around 5th grade when I was around 8, 9 years old. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I only was playing football because all my friends in the neighborhood was playing football. I hated football. I was small, I was undersized, I hated getting hit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times it wasn't that I hated to get hit, I hated the idea of getting hit, right? So I'm like going out there and I'm really playing, but I don't wanna play. So I ended up playing my 5th, 6th, and 7th grade year, and by 7th grade, I'm like, going into 8th grade, I'm like, hold on, these boys getting a little bigger, I'm gonna fall back, In the 8th grade, I'm maybe 4'6", about 120 something pounds, right? So I'm like, 8th grade, I'm gonna fall back, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I end up going into 9th grade with all my friends again. They done persuaded me, like, man, you might as well come to the freshman team and play. I'm like, now going into freshman year of high school, I'm 4'9" now and 135 pounds soaking wet, right? So I go to the team, I end up playing my freshman year. Play my freshman year, but now it's time to go JV and varsity. So I'm like, oh, ain't no way I'm going up there playing with them boys. Like, I ain't got time for that. I'm not going to even play around with the idea. I'm cool, right? So I'm working at this city pool at the time. We get a new varsity head coach, Coach Matt Davis at the time. And he comes up there, my freshman year head coach ends up happening to be a city pool cleaner. So I would see him all the time, and he would ask me, they had already started practice, he would ask me like, yeah, so when you coming to practice? And I'm like, well, no tell her, I ain't going to practice. So from my understanding, they're about 2 weeks in. So he come up there with the new varsity head coach. Now mind you, I'm 4'9". Matt gotta be about 5'3". So he ain't that much taller than me, right? So my coach, freshman coach, Coach Pig, he introduced me through Coach Matt. He's like, yeah, Coach Matt, you know, it's the kid you need to holler at. You know, he got some heart, da-da-da-da. And Coach Matt looked me up and down, was like, he too little, I don't need him. And walked away from him. So I said, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy. So the next day, I went to practice, right? I went to practice, had it on my mind. I'm like, oh, he got me fucked up. Like, ain't no way in hell he about to look at me and tell me I'm too little and he don't need me. I'm about to show him something. I don't know what I'm about to do, but I'm about to show him something. Because at this time, I'm playing receiver, but I ain't playing receiver. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here. So we go to practice. He come up to me during practice and he like, I'm glad to see you. He said, I'm glad my trick worked too. I said, what you talking about? He said, I figured if I called you out, you'll bite the bait and come show up for me. He said, if you didn't, I was coming to be at your job next week and come holler at you. So I'm thinking, I'm like, type of mind game this dude on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I'm a sophomore now, mind you. I ain't even, the varsity team is the varsity team. You got bigger fish to fry. Like, what you got going on with me? I'm undersized. I ain't really trying to even do this for real, but you called me out, so little man syndrome, I'm gonna show up and pick the fight myself, you know what I'm saying? So boom, time go on, my senior year come around, man. Long story short, I had really played the back row my sophomore and junior year. I had really played the back row. We had ran a wishbone offense, real shitty ass offense. Like, you're not about to get nothing out of that as you can see, right? So here it is. I come to the end of my junior year, and one of my best friends that I was going to school with, he was the man at receiver. He was our one receiver set guy. He decides he wants to go to a different school. Like, all right, I'll take that. So now I got that starting spot, right? I do what I can my senior year, but I don't really put up no stats like that. I had about maybe 900 and some yards. I was like second in Northwest Ohio in area receiving. But I wasn't getting no offers. I wasn't getting no phone calls, no nothing, right? So a little bit of time goes on after the season, my senior year, and I start getting these letters now from these NAIA schools. So I don't know what they are, but they like some invites to come to the school and work out. So my Uncle Ronnie at the time, he's like, well, let me give you this hint too. My mother at the time in high school had been telling me, like, I don't know what you doing at the school, but you getting the hell up out of here. Like, you going to somebody's school. Like, I don't care what you thought you had decided on, you going to somebody's school. So, a little bit of background about my high school, Toledo Sky High School. I go to this school, it's an all inner city school, 3,000 black students. You know what I'm saying? We in the middle of the inner city. Everything I know is hood, projects, all type of junk, you know what I'm saying? We know what comes along with that. So here it is. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, maybe school is a good opportunity for me to get out of Toledo. As a kid, I hated football, so football wasn't on my radar, but I knew whatever it was that I had on my mind that I wanted to do, had to get me out of Toledo. That was my dream. Like, that was as far as I can see. I did not want to grow up in Toledo. I knew what it looked like. I knew what the adults looked like. I knew what the jobs looked like. I knew what the celebrities looked like. I ain't want nothing to do with it. I was more passionate about that than loving my family at times, to be honest with y'all, fellas. I could not spend my adulthood in Toledo. So boom, when the idea of schools come up, my Uncle Randy takes me around, do these workouts, we come here. We meet Coach Cole, do the workout, time goes on, I go back to the crib, now I get to chopping with my homies around the city that's in the same situation that I'm in, right? We get to chopping, we like, cool, we about to go to Wash. We about to mob to Wash. It's like 8, 9 of us at different schools. We about to all go to Wash. So I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I guess I'm gonna make my decision at Wash. They had a real cool DC named Dean Wallace-Zach, and he was like, became one of my cool friends, you know what I'm saying? He would hit me up, check on me, everything was cool. So I made this decision, didn't tell my mom for real, or didn't really talk about it, so I ain't really even bothered with it. I'm sitting in my math class my senior year at school, chopping, getting in trouble with my math teacher. She would always pick with me and we would play jokes on each other and shit. And we sit in class and she get a phone call. She's like, okay. She hang up. So she like, Nate, you gotta go down to the office and sign your letter of intent. I'm like, what are you talking about, Ms. Vyas? She's like, don't start today. You playing, right? So I'm like, man, what are you talking about? She's like, no, you gotta go to the office and sign your letter of intent. Your mom's in the counselor's office. So boom, I get my little bag, I'm walking out the room, I'm like, man, you talking? She ain't saying that. So I go in the office. As soon as I walk in the office, whole office, I'm like, what y'all got going on there? So I walk around the corner, right, and I see my mama with her head peeked out of my counselor's office, and I go and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's the issue? I ain't tell you I was signing nowhere. She like pointing at this paper, like, you about to sign this letter right now. They can send you a full ride. So I'm like, ooh. She like, Tiffin. I'm like, Tiffin? Like, hey, none of the homies talk about going to Tiffin. What are we doing? Right? It's like, I'm scared. You hear me? Like, I'm going through it. Like, cause I get to hitting up the homies like to see if any of they homies at their school going to Tiffin. I'm like, ain't nobody going to Tiffin. Like, I'm the only one. Right? So boom, right? The time go on. My summer of Tiffin coming up. They treated my mom real well, bro. Like, that's what it was. My mom felt that I would be safe here. And I never forget getting ready to come here for that summer, my freshman year, right? Being at that inner city school, like, our coaches was more so worried about us surviving, bro. Us not selling drugs, getting killed. Like, they didn't care about X and O's for real. They cared about us getting home safe. And coming here, like, I didn't know about working out. I didn't know about training. That was before a time with all these special trainers and the social media, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know nothing about that. Like, I did what I could. I ran in my neighborhood. I would run like a mile, go home, do like 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and say I worked out, bro. I had no idea, right? So I get here, finally get here, and I'm coming from this inner city, all-black school, and I get in my room, my roommate white, bro. Hear me out. As Alto say, stay with me now. Stay with me. But I sit back on my bed and I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I didn't go to school with white people. I didn't stay in the neighborhood that had a bunch of white people, bro. So I never had an issue with white people, but I just didn't know how to be cordial or be cool with them. I didn't know if I just be myself or I kind of try to fit in with them. Like, I didn't know how to do that. Like, so I'm sitting on my bed, right? And me and Tony get to rapping, come to find out he's the #1 quarterback coming in. So I'm like, I'm starting to figure it out, like, oh, they trying to pair the #1 receiver with the #1 quarterback. Tony was one of the coolest motherfuckers I ever met in my life, man. I'm talking about anything, bro, like anything that I didn't need, bro, he was there for me, bro. He had a car. When everybody was popping in with upperclassmen trying to get to practice, me and Tony was rolling. Like, when we needed to go to the store, we was taking care of each other. His family became my family. Dude literally became my best friend, right? So I'm looking at this situation like, damn, this shit is a fucking eye opener. Like, here it is, I come from the hood, but now I'm able to mix and be cool with white people that's actually like got a lot in common as me. Come from similar situations. Got a lot of aspirations and ambition is the same. They want the same shit out of life. They want the same success. They hungry just like me. So I'm like, damn, this shit is dope. So now, it's my freshman year, bro. I'm nervous as hell. We go to practice, it's first day, we got conditioning tests. The vets, all the upperclassmen done did their conditioning tests in the morning. I'm a freshman, we got conditioning tests in the afternoon. Because the vets is supposed to, the upperclassmen, they supposed to come watch us, right? So I get there, me and Tony get there, me and Tony cool. Shit, I'm like, Tony, I gotta get it in right quick. You need to scoot over, make sure you over there. I'm about to try to get right. But at this time, when I'm lining up, I'm starting to notice like all of the damn upperclassmen that know kids from their area, Detroit, Columbus, Cleveland, they start filling in behind. And they start cheering them boys on, gassing them up. Oh, we from the 614. We from the 313 by the rap, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there looking behind me like, damn, ain't nobody back there. All of a sudden, this dude, man, this upperclassman named Lee Hammond, he was from Chicago. He walked over, he was like, man, I know you by yourself, but you ain't by yourself. I'm right here, I'm about to cheer you on. And he was right there with me, right? So mind you, I had worked out. Boom, they hit the gun. We do the conditioning test. I think it was like 16-1 teams. Boy, by that Tiffin, boy, I was dead. Back started locking up. I'm like, ooh. Right? But in my mind, I'm like, shit, I already know what the coaching staff believe in me. So I'm like, man, I can't give up. I'm like, but luckily, I persevere, I fight through, I finish it, right? So we go on to practice for a week or two, and they get to talking about, JV game coming up. I'm like, JV game coming up, what is JV? College? So that's when they start doing that. I had no idea. I didn't know none of that. Because to be honest with y'all, bro, I signed that letter and I showed up. I ain't asked no questions. I ain't asked what number they had. I ain't care about no locker. I asked no questions. They told me to be on the field at 1 o'clock for conditioning. That's where I was at. I ain't care what they was talking about, what we was about to do. That's where I was at. As nervous as I was, as scared as I was, as alone as I was, that's where I was at. Because I knew in the back of my mind, whatever I gotta do to not be in Toledo as an adult, I'm gonna do it. Now, be honest with y'all, I'm coming here feeling like a scammer, low key. You feel what I'm saying? I came here from this wishbone offense. I'm undersized, out of shape. Knowing the plays that I made in high school was really probably just because we done set them boys up off that play action, off that triple option. I ain't getting jiggy like that for real. But I knew my coach, Nate Cole, had really believed in me, right? So boom, here it is. I'm thinking I got a little clout. Come out them first times in practice, I got my number 5 on, same 5 I wore in high school. I come out and I see a double 5 come across the field. And I'm like, hold on, what you doing? You got my number on. So I find out, I'm like, man, I go to my coach, my OC at the time, Coach Gold. I'm like, man, why I got the additional 5 on? Like, what's going on with that? He like, oh, well, they ain't talk to you about red shirt? I'm like, whoa, hold on. What's a red shirt? He like, oh, well, red shirt is set up to where, we may sit you out of football this year, you'll practice, but you won't play in any games, and then you'll play next year as a red shirt freshman. I'm like, red shirt freshman? Sit out of football a year? Y'all got me fucked up. I promise you, y'all got me fucked up. I don't know how I'm about to figure this out. I'm about to figure this out. Like, y'all, ain't no way. I had never sat out of sports in my life, bro. Every year since I was a kid, I had played football, straight to basketball, straight to baseball, straight to track. Back to football, basketball, baseball, track. Every year of my life, sitting out, how? Why? No, I'm not having it. By no means. So, what happens? I requested playing the JV game. They tell me, oh, we playing next Monday. I think we was playing ball in Wallace. Long story short, I couldn't tell you no yards I had, but by halftime I had 4 touchdowns. Coach Cole came up into the offensive coordinator. He said, don't put Nate back in that game. He's trapping. They took me in the locker room and took me out there number 5 and put me in the 85. Right? Kind of destiny in itself. So we go on through the season. This is my freshman year. We here. I'm starting to get a feel for the land. You know what I'm saying? A lot of love is being shown now. A lot of guys finding out I can play football. I wish I could show y'all the picture that I had of my freshman year so y'all can see how small I actually was, bro. You guys were down at me. But to continue the story, I'm in a situation now where, once again, I'm feeling like a scammer. Like, I came out of that game with 4 touchdowns, but at the same time, I really ain't believing in myself like that. I'm believing like, man, what is going on? Like, all of these doors are opening for me. How do I settle? I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I don't got nobody behind me or older than me in my family that has been through this that can instruct me on what to think, how to handle it, where to go, what to do. All I have for real is my mother telling me to pray, bro. For real, just telling me to pray, right? So here it is, I continue on. We get to the 4th game of the season. I've been sitting on the sideline for the past 3. Coach Cole comes, tells me, oh, you playing this game. All right, cool. You've been saying that for the past 3 weeks, but I ain't got in. So I ain't tripping. Whatever you got going on, I've got going on. We gonna rock out, right? So we get in the game. It's like 3rd and 13. Man, next thing I know, he called my number. Hey, go ahead, Nate. So I'm running in. As I'm running in, I'm sprinting. Like this. Like, oh my God. Like, right? I'm nervous as hell, right? So we had the jailbreak screen to the right, too. Right? I go up, I get in my stance. I'll never forget this. It's 2 games. It's only 2 games that I remember, fellas. My first and my last, for real. That's the only games that I really can tell y'all about. But for real, I line up, man. I run that jailbreak and I'm coming to the ball, man. That ball right through my hands. So now I come into the sideline, I'm like, oh shit, they done caught me. Like, let's scam these people, bro. Come on up. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, come on up. You done scammed them boys that done caught you. So I'm on the sideline, I'm thinking to myself, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, how you gonna get out of this, Nate? You can't run. You can't act like no little punk right now, but you are a little punk, bro. You scared. Let's be honest with yourself. You've never been here before. You never had these type of people relying on you in this type of situation. Your pipes are bursting, bro. They are bursting. And that was a reality for me at that time. I jumped on myself. I feel horrible, right? I end up going back to the sideline about 3 series later. He called my number again. Hey, go ahead. I'm like, bro, didn't you just see me drop this ball, bro? Why do you keep sending me in here? Why do you keep doing me like this? This was going through my mind while I'm running to the huddle. This was the type of doubt and fear I had in myself, right? Sure enough, I get in this damn huddle. He called the same play. Jailbreak to the right. I'm like, oh my God. I line up again. So all I'm thinking to myself now is, whatever happened, dude, you catching this ball. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but you catching this ball, bro. So boom, I run the jailbreak. I'm coming back to the ball. I catch the ball. Boom! After the game, Coach Cole come up to me, he grabs, he said, listen, he said, you know why I got you here? I said, man, Coach Cole, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I really don't know. He said, I seen you run, I seen you jump, and I seen you catch. He said, what has changed since then? I don't know, Coach. I don't know. He said, your confidence. Why you don't believe in yourself? I said, I don't know. He said, listen, I got you here for a reason, whether you believe it or not. I need you to believe in you, relax, play the game. By the end of that season, I had started every game. But the rest after that, I had started every game with 2 receivers set. By the end of that season, I led the team in yards, receptions, and touchdowns. And I had only played like 6 games. With that being said, every year after that, I was preseason and postseason All-American. There had become a point that this place that was so unknown to me and I had feared so much became my home. This was my place. Couldn't tell me no different. When I met with the team and we worked out together, wasn't no bunch of barking. I played. I worked out. They seen my actions. I ain't had to get on nobody. Every man chose his own fate. Every man knew how valuable he was to this team, on and off the field. My brothers helped me change my carburetor on my car. My receiver group, we called each other Fly Boys. Each one of us had an N1 mixtape name. That's how much we meant to each other. I was main event. That's how much we meant to each other, bro. We rode for each other, on and off the field. I can't tell y'all everything that we did off the field, but we rode for each other on and off the field. Nobody touched our brothers, on and off the field. But we also knew how to separate our brothers from the mayhem. We held each other accountable in a different manner. We ain't had no social media. I hate to be the old head right now, but we ain't had no posts. We ain't had no bunch of likes to get, right? Everything was accountability with each other. If you ain't show up, if you ain't make the plays that you were supposed to make, we held each other accountable. It had become a point around this campus that everywhere we had went, we had got love. As small as this campus was at the time, we had got love. We didn't win a bunch of games. And I love the culture that you all have now. I love how Finley is a rivalry. Finley wasn't a rivalry for us. We didn't even play against them but one time. And I think I had over 200 against them too. But in the same respect, fellas, the culture that we had at the time was accountability by actions. We realized everybody wasn't going to be on the same page with us. We let dead leaves fall. And the only thing that meant to us was getting better together, right? Now for the guys that have aspirations for the next level, I'll tell the story of my teammates, my brothers. The reason why y'all remember my last game, although it was a statistical great game, is because of what happened after the game, right? I come out of a game, 13 catches, 299 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We down 9 points with like 16 seconds left or something like that. But we got the ball. So my coach called a timeout and asked me, how you want to end your career? I'm like, get one of the young boys a pass, man. I'll go backside and I'll just run a little quick out just for a distraction. At this time, no lie, fellas, I'm getting triple teamed. Ain't no doubles. And I'm eating all the food. All the food. I'm not leaving shit on the table. Ain't no telling me to work harder. Ain't no telling me for more effort. Ain't no telling me this gotta mean something to me, because it do. It mean everything to me. I ain't getting no fuck about no goddamn NFL, fellas. My senior year, bro, when I got here and them scouts were sitting in the damn football offices and my coach, we met in the Hamburger Hall. My coach tell me, hey, you gotta go to the football office, this scouts in there. I went to Walmart, bro. I went to Walmart and was shopping for a whole hour before Coach Cole had to call me and tell me, hey, you got NFL scouts. I wasn't believing in that. There's an old saying, how do you eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time, bro. Only thing I was worried about was tomorrow. The only thing I was worried about was tomorrow. My vision and my dream wasn't broad enough to see no fucking NFL. Tiffin University? How? How? Not me. Not in my mind. But I tell you what, Saturday, I'm going to kill a motherfucker on Saturday. I promise you. Whether I feel like I'm going to the league or not, I'm going to give my all. Because I love to compete. I love to compete. So back to the story about my last game, I'm on the backside and I'm running a quick out, right? I'm running a quick out, hot-headed Nate. Got what he got going on mentally, trying to figure out if this is going to be the last game of my life, bro. Last game of my life. But no visions of no NFL, no visions of no dreams and no jobs for the next week, for the next year. I got a major, but I ain't thinking about that, bro. To be honest, at football, to be honest with y'all fellas, didn't mean nothing to me besides competing and being able to kill a motherfucker and look in his face. I used to love that. But prepping, watching film, I wasn't doing enough of that. And I hated myself for it. So I just told myself, oh, that ain't gonna work out, right? Here it is, we get in this game and I'm running backside, bro, and this coach and this other team is cussing me out. Oh, Nate Washington, you pussy. Look how you finishing your career. Look at you. You just giving up. You giving up. I'm on the other side of the field with one of my friends, and it's just me. Clock hit 0, I run straight over to the coach. Hot-headed. You got me fucked up. Barking in his ear. I'm not even thinking that I'm on the other side. Man, next thing I know, them boys done push me. Poof! I fall. Get to rolling. I'm on the ground rolling. Now I'm thinking how stupid this decision was. I'm about to get my ass beat. Right? You would think that. When I tell you out of nowhere, bro, see a black jumped over my head, bro. My teammates was beating the boy's ass. They took my back. They jumped on them boys. We fought in the middle of the field, bro, like it was a regular street brawl. Next thing I know, Coach Cole comes snatching me out the pack. Hey, what are you doing? The Bills are in the stands. The fucking Buffalo Bills, Nate. I said, damn. I wouldn't even think about that. That wasn't even on my thought process. We get in the locker room. My coach says, Nate, in front of the whole team, Nate, please tell me you did not start this fight. Please tell me I don't have to tell these fellas you started this fight. My brother Waco stood up. No, coach, I started that fight. Very dangerous decision for both of us, bro. He could have tricked off his school situation and not put him in that situation. How selfish of me. How fucking selfish. That's why that last game means something to me. Waco saved my life that day. Possibly. I don't know what happens if the Bills find out the outside their fight. It was me that started that. Right? And my brother had my back. So here it is, we move forward, right? Spring come around. I start hearing whispers about a possible combine. Yeah, whatever. I ain't even get invited to the All-Star game. Why was I invited to the combine? I ain't get invited to the NAL National All-Star game. Why? Why would you invite me, right? You're not. I didn't go to the combine. So now I have an agent and we're scrambling trying to figure out how we gonna make this work. Right? So he's like, there's a situation where you being from a small school, you can go to your hometown and work out. So I'm like, cool. Let's hit up Toledo, find out what's going on. At this time, Lance Moore is coming out too. So my agent hits up Amstead and he's like, hey, we want to bring Nate Washington up here and work out with you guys. He's from originally resident of the city, and he would like to join you guys' program. Amstead told my agent, hell no, boy. You're not coming up here with that. They've been asking about me. And I heard about him myself. I can't have him come up here and steal my guy Sean. A normal mind will see that as, oh, well, fuck you, like, upset. I felt that as a pleasure. That D1 Max School heard about my name. I thought it was an honor, bro, that they declined me to come home and work out. I said, ooh, something must be in the water. So they set my pro day up here in Tiffin. I work out a little bit, but still I don't feel like I'm working out to the point that I'm supposed to be working out. Come down here for my pro day. I get here because I'm telling myself, you know, this league shit, I hear y'all talking about it, but it really ain't possible. It's not possible, man. Ain't no way it's possible. So I come down here half worked out, half in shape, and sure enough, I get to the offices, and I walk in there, my agent's already in there, and he's like, yeah, the scouts are in there, they're waiting to talk to you. I walk around this corner, it's like 4 scouts. I'm like, yeah. I figured this was the effort I was gonna get. I knew you NFL people wasn't gonna show up and show me no love like that. Not from no Tiffin University. I knew it, right? Now the key note on this is pouring raining outside. At this time, we don't have that beautiful ass facility that y'all got at the street. We don't got no facility, right? So now, not only am I feeling like I'm not really going to the league, I'm really feeling like I'm cursed. I'm really feeling like this really wasn't meant to work out. I had my shot and it's pouring down raining, what's gonna happen? My agent and Coach Cole, our head coach at the time, gets on the phone, they make some phone calls, come to find out we working out at the YMCA. I remember hearing that and giggling to myself, like, what? How we gonna make that work? We get there, bro. I left this office with 4 scouts. I walk in this gym. Every single team in the NFL had 2 representatives in this gym. It was over like 40 people in the gym. I instantly became nervous. I instantly started regretting not working out, not doing what I was supposed to do. I instantly had to begin to tell myself, like, man, you really fucked up a good thing, man. But then I reminded myself, never let your circumstances determine the outcome, fellas. I knew I wasn't in shape, but I knew I could go as hard as I possibly could. I knew we didn't have the amenities. I didn't have time to complain about that shit, though. So what, it was at the Y. I'm just thankful for an opportunity right now. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that these people was here to see me work out. I had to jump and touch a white brick wall with blue chalk on my hands from my vertical. I could have complained my whole way through that situation, fellas. But I'll be damned. That was the last thing they was gonna hear from me, right? So here it is, I'm put in a situation where I do this pro day, time goes on, I'm thinking that, all right, maybe I do have a possibility for the NFL. My agent starts hearing that I could possibly be a 5th to 7th round pick. So now the draft comes around. I knew I wasn't gonna get drafted on day 1. Me and my homies, my mom decides to cook us some chicken on day 2. And all the homies came to the crib. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, how crazy would it be if I did go to the league from Tiffin University? Like, how insane would that be if I did have the opportunity to go to the next level for me? So boom, that happened. Draft goes on. I don't get drafted. My mom see me drop my head and she tell my homeboys, like, hey, y'all get him out the house, go do something with him. Last thing she should have told them, but they always made sure I was safe. But these fools depress me just going along with it. They take me to the track. They take me to my cousin's house, man, over a track. And we sitting there, I'm sitting there, they playing a video game, and I'm going through depression for real. In that immediate moment, like just sitting there, like feeling like the world had crushed me because I didn't get drafted. My agent calls and he says, hey, the Lions want to sign you to a guaranteed contract. I said, what? Yeah, an undrafted free agent rookie contract. They want to sign you to a guaranteed contract, send you to NFL Europe, and they'll allocate you, and then you'll come back and be on the roster. Oh, I got action. I'm good. Like, hell yeah, I'm about to go to the league, or at least have an opportunity for real. Dope, right? They send over the damn contract. In the midst of them sending me the contract and me signing it, they signed somebody else. My agent had called everybody at the time that was interested in me and told them thanks, but no thanks. We're gonna go with the Lions. So he had already burnt every bridge I had, bro. I thought it was over. I thought the only chance that I possibly had was over with. Sure enough, he said he was gonna make some phone calls, try to make some backtracks and see what some things can go on. Calls the Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously we know happens. The Pittsburgh Steelers reached back out to me, they told me they were looking for me, and they offered me a contract, right? There it is now, I have my opportunity to go to the next level, but it's only an opportunity. I wasn't drafted. I had the world behind me all of a sudden. I had played numerous games here, bro. An hour away from my hometown. You know who would come to see me play? My grandfather, my mother. That's it. Now all of a sudden I had this new stardom, this new friendships, these new people in my life and all these things. And the other thing I was thinking about was like, y'all have no idea. Like, I ain't made no team. I got an opportunity. That's it. That's all I had is an opportunity. I took that opportunity. I beat out that 4th round draft pick that year and I made that team. I say that, and I can explain my professional career to you guys, but the only thing I want you to know is, it may sound corny to some of you, man, but I spent every single year of my career making sure they pronounced this university's name right. It meant something to me. I was proud being from a little school. I was proud when they asked me, where was it at? My rookie year there, they used to make bets with each other about their college teams, especially in our receivers room. I said, no, y'all better put Tiffin on that board. I don't care if we got to look the games up online. We been on my game too, and my money always ride on Tiffin. That's how I felt about this school, though. It meant something to me. My friendships that built who I was meant something to me. I was small, little Nate in Toledo, with a bunch of friends that didn't have no idea who I really was. But when I got here, I recreated myself. I came here and I gave to these brothers and every day competed against them. Every day made sure that they knew that I was going to be the best in every drill, in every weight room session, in every period in practice. I didn't just do that shit on Saturday. I used to kill my teammates too, every time. It was so bad we couldn't even talk about it in the Gilmore in the lunchroom. I took pride in that. I took pride in making sure that they knew they couldn't fuck with me. I feel like sometimes I look at y'all ain't been through enough. Y'all good, but what a dog at? Y'all tapping out the drills. Y'all making sure that you don't gotta do it at the end. That's when you get better. When they suffer, we thrive, bro. We take advantage when they down. I love to see you when you're on your knees. I'm about to eat some more. And you ain't gonna do nothing to stop me. At the end of this game, I'm gonna make sure you know my name, right? But it's only one way to get to that point, man. It's a sacrifice that comes with that. It's the details. Practice don't start when you get in front of another man in PRD or in one-on-ones. Practice start when you start stretching. In pre-practice, when I'm playing catch, I take advantage of every single one of them opportunities. Because as I stated in the beginning, everybody in here ain't going to the league. You might have one person in here with an opportunity, bro, and that's real. So you got to take this in understanding that this is going to build the foundation of the man you're going to become. You tap out today, you're going to tap out 10 years from now. When your child looking at you and he got to eat. What then? You going to dig deep? How can you dig deep when you didn't do it now? It got to mean something to you, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, this has been a tremendous experience with you guys. I am looking forward to this season. I hope y'all know how valuable this opportunity is. I hope y'all understand. These gentlemen in this back of this room, yes, they're being paid, but you gotta understand, bro, where we at. It's a lot of time being dedicated to you young men. Give yourself a chance before you do it for somebody else. You can't take care of them if you don't take care of you first. If you're broken, you can't provide for somebody else. If your cup is empty, you can't pour into nobody else, bro. If you need somebody to talk to, go talk to them men. Talk to each other. These friendships, y'all don't have no understanding.
They're gonna last forever.
Y'all gonna be calling each other 20 years from now, talking about shit y'all did on a Tuesday night downtown. Cherish it, understand it. I'm looking forward to this season, fellas.